Okay, so you're getting ready to start reading Half Bro Courses. This is the book. Hopefully you have it. Maybe your cover looks different. I don't know. If you flip through the book, what you'll see is it's divided into sections. There's a few sections in here, but each chapter does not have a title. You can tell where a chapter begins because the chapter begins with these bolded words, okay? You can tell when it ends because bolded words will be on the next page. For example, I want you to get your book out right now, and I want you to open up to page 3. So on page 3, we can see those old cows knew trouble was coming before we did. The fact that that's written in that different font and it's bold lets me know this is the beginning of this chapter. And as I flip over to page 5, I can see that this chapter has come to an end. On page 6, we have more bold letters letting me know that a new chapter has begun. I'm going over that so specifically because as you look at your required annotations, you can see that you have to write a title for each chapter. Every single chapter that you read, you're going to come up with a title for. So pages 3 through 5, you're going to read it and then come up with a title that sums up the gist of the chapter. Make sure that you can defend it. If you just put something like pigs on there, and I come to you and I say, all right, tell me why you put pigs, you have to be able to explain it, okay? So you're going to put a title for each chapter. And at the end of each chapter, you're going to summarize it by giving me 3 bullet points. Just the main events that happened in that chapter. What are 3 main things that happened? So for chapter 1, you would have had, it started with those old cows on page 3. You will have a title on page 3 to show me that you have a title for it. And then on page 5, where the chapter ends, you're going to have 3 bullet points letting me know what basically happened. Okay? Now, the other things that you are going to do as you read, you've done something like this before. You did this last year. It's book, brain, heart. So you're going to make 3 annotations for each assigned reading. Now that's different from chapters. So for example, your assigned reading for the first week, so between February 8th and February 12th, you have to read pages 1 through 55. Now you can break that down by the day if you want. You can break it down by chapter. That's completely up to you. But in pages 1 through 55, you have to have 1 book annotation, 1 brain annotation, 1 heart annotation. You will have several titles and several summaries because there are lots of chapters in that reading. Okay? So let's review these book, brain, heart. Book. What does the author want me to know? What are some emerging themes or theme seeds? What is the author or character's internal struggle? What events or images are being repeated? So you can do any of those, not all of them, just any of them. So as you're reading, you're like, man, this keeps popping up. You know what? I think Lily, our main character, is really struggling with blank because blank. Find a spot, write the word book, put your sentence. Lily is struggling with blank because blank, fill in the blanks. Or a theme seed here is education. I see this developing because, and then tell me why. All right. So these annotations are not single words, they are sentences, right? And I've given you there are some sentence starters right here. This heart, what did this text help me learn about myself? What did this text help me learn about others? How will my actions or feelings change after reading this? What do I realize about myself and others after reading this? So I learned that I blank. I learned that others blank. My actions could change blank. I realized that I blank. Okay? This is, how did it touch you? In what way did this touch you? So that's a heart one. I guess I skipped book and I didn't skip book. Yeah, but I skipped brain. Brain. Here's the other one. So we've got book. What's the author trying to tell us? This is where you're doing like theme seeds, internal struggles. Heart How does it affect you as a person? Again, you're writing sentences for this. Brain. What surprised me? What changed, challenged, or confirmed my thinking? What confused me? So you could go, I was surprised by blank because blank. At first I thought blank, but now I realize blank. I was confused by blank because I thought blank, right? This is what you're doing. So for each week, you're going to have one of each of these, and you are going to summarize and just have some commentary with the text as you go through it.